3rd and 15 for Cumberland. 2 receivers either side, 1 to the right in the slot. Ryan Edmonston, who had a 16-yard touchdown last week. On 3rd and long, Holtz called a pass again. It's caught middle of the field by Spence. Spence steps out of the tackle, 45. There he goes midfield, 45, 40, U-Pike 30. Spence to the 25 and brought down. What a big play by William Spence as he stopped by Trevor Carter, bouncing off of tacklers and getting into the Bears side of the field.
Did a really good job of breaking a tackle around the 40-yard line. Gets all the way down to the 23, where it will be 1st and 10 for your Cumberland Phoenix.
U-Pike sets themselves for 2nd and 10. 2 receivers either side. Malone seeing Cumberland crowd the line of scrimmage once more. Snap. Cumberland will send 6. Malone steps up. He is hit, and he is sacked. Walked right into it, and it's Peter Papula again.
Big Papula.
Had half a sack last week. Going to get credit for a full one here. Big loss. Going to bring up 3rd and long with 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd. 2 seconds on the play clock. Malone takes a low snap, backpedals. 2-man rush. Malone stepping up, looking to throw. Now being chased by Miller. He'll run back to his right. He's hit and brought down again. Sacked by Boston Follis. With 4:45 left in the 3rd. Abston with the snap. Back to pass. 3-man rush. He'll throw deep. Right side. Looking for O'Neal. O'Neal caught it at the 35 to the 30. 20. O'Neal to the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Cumberland, but hold your horses as there's a flag down on the field.
Don't know. It could be offensive. I don't know.
We wait on the call as Tim Mathis is waving safe again. Pass interference defense, and it's a Cumberland touchdown.
Big play.
So back-to-back 3-and-outs. Pikeville will have to punt again with 3:13 left in the 3rd. Hatton to punt. There's the snap. It's blocked! It's blocked to the 15. Free ball at the 10. It's picked up at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix! It's Cannon Johnson picking up the loose football, and it's a 1-score game here in Pikeville. Woo! Special teams play made by Cumberland. The block punt off the foot of Hatton. Cumberland picks it up and into Patert. It's 17 for Pikeville, 13 for Cumberland.
What a change of events here in the second half.
On 3rd and 9, snap. They're going to drop 3. Malone hit. Malone dropped the ball. Ball is free at the 40. It's picked up at midfield. To the 40, to the 35, to the 30, 100 to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and brought down by Amon Williams. Off the edge, Cumberland gets home, and Cumberland will have it goal to go. As what a play, the sack, the strip, and the return. Cumberland takes over on offense.
What a play. What a play.
It is goal to go from the 3. Abston with Cornejo to his right. There's the snap. Give. Jacob runs upfield. Jacob hit. He will escape it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. Oh, they stacked it up initially, but Cornejo, the vision, dances right and dances into the end zone. Cumberland has their first lead of the night. 4th and 12, clock running, 45 seconds and counting. No timeouts left for Pikeville. On 4th and long. Bears back on the football with trips to the right. There's the snap. Malone, 5-step drop. Looking, hit as he throws. Ball caught at the 45, but it's 2 yards shy of the line to gain. Turnover on downs at the 45-yard line with 34 seconds left to play. Hatchett, Finch, and Rogers to the right. Isaiah O'Neal to the left. O'Neal responsible for 60% of the receiving yards in the last 2 games for Cumberland. On 3rd and long, Bethel sends forward. Parker back to pass. Right side caught by Rogers at the 35. Jerry is 40, 45, 50, 40. Running left to the 30. Foot race to the 20. Rogers to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and skips it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. 79 yards for number 82.
Attaboy. Just hit him right in stride.
On 3rd and 12, with 2 receivers to the left, Rogers the lone receiver to the right. Parker surveying the defensive front, a 4-man front with white helmets, gray jerseys, and purple pants. The Cumberland Phoenix dressed in all white with 5 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 12, Parker with the snap, back to pass, throws left side, looking for O'Neal.
Yes!
Got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix.
Woo!
3rd passing touchdown today by Jake Parker. The old fade route to Isaiah O'Neal. And Isaiah's got his 2nd touchdown in as many games against the Bethel Wildcats, and now a 2-score lead here in McKenzie.
Big score right there. We needed a touchdown.
Lamar Childress in at running back for the first time today. On 1st down, it's a play action. Parker back deep.
Look out.
He's got Rogers downfield. The throw in between the hashes is caught. Rogers 25, 20, and tackle.
Woo!
What a throw. It's Rancifer that saves the touchdown, but Jarius Rogers gets up, shrugs the shoulders. It's 1st and 10 Cumberland at the Bethel 15. 1st and 10 from the Phoenix 49. Snap, Engel ran into Bass, lost it, and planted. Woo! The ball is on the field, and Cumberland has come away with the loose football. Oh, Engel had miscommunication with Bass as they ran into one another and planted by Tavarius Pitts. The ball is picked up by Boston Follis, and Cumberland forces a takeaway just a minute and 19 seconds into the matchup.
Pitts just leveled Engel.
Jacob Cornejo had 6 carries for 11 yards last year against the Patriots. Today on the first drive, he's got 7 for 38. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Parker hands off Cornejo, running right 10 on the sideline to the 5. Stiff arms his way and makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. What a start to today's ball game. A 14-yard score for Jacob Cornejo. 7th time this year in the end zone.
Yeah, finding the end zone. He's got a nose for it.
Receiver and tight end to either side. Greg out of the pistol with the snap. Back to pass. Pressured. Looks. Now hit and sacked. Too much time. Coverage sack for Cumberland. Eli Denton, the Walker Valley Mustang, gets him in the backfield. It's a loss of 7, 2nd and 17.
And you said it. What a good job by our secondary covering their receivers because he had nowhere to throw the football. Everyone was covered.
1st and 10, Cumberland from their own 42, up by 7. Parker with the snap, runs up the middle, 50. Jake 45 to the 40, makes a move, gets away from a tackle to the 35 to the 30. Parker to the 20, to the 10, foot race to the 5, stepping out of a tackle and diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. A 58-yard run by Jake Parker.
What about him putting them up and laying them down all the way down the sideline into the end zone?
1st and 10, Cumberland at their own 41-yard line. 8:40 and counting in the second quarter. Phoenix 14, Patriots 7. 1st and 10, play action. Parker back to pass. Rogers is wide open, throws it downfield, and Jerry's has it. 20, walking to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. You run it, you run it, you run it, you throw it, and Jarius Rogers has his own zip code in the end zone.
And you just were scared to death he's going to be overthrown because he was so wide open.
This will be a 37-yard try from the left hash. After a 40-yard run by Jacob Cornejo, 2 seconds left before halftime. Parks to snap, Parker to hold. Snap put down, kick on its way, end over end. It is good! The longest made field goal in the career of Jack Cantner. A 37-yarder, and the Cumberland Phoenix add on 3. 1st and 10 Patriots. They have the ball on the left hash of their own 26. Greg in the shotgun. Ballard to his right. Snap, play action. Looking right. Will throw deep. Right sideline. Coverage is there. High ball. It is taken away. Cumberland has picked off another pass. Picked off one in the first half. Here in the second half, it is Shakai Hanna. A jump ball. It was Hanna battling Maddox McKinney, and Hanna wins the battle, the second INT of the day for the Cumberland defense. And the Phoenix take over from their own 20. 1st and 10, play action. Parker to throw down the middle of the field. Got Rodgers again. Jerry to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and into the house. The longest throw of the year for the Cumberland Phoenix. An 80-yard touchdown for Jarius Rogers. He's running all the way to the parking lot.
What a play. What a play.
Patriots don't have to snap it here in the third, but they're down 3 scores. You know they want as many snaps as they can get. They rush to the football with 2 receivers to either side. Pistol formation. Clayton behind Greg. Snap. Boom! He is planted off the edge, untouched. Is Cannon Johnson firing out of the cannon.
Like a bug hitting the windshield.
On 3rd and 9, Cumberland just 3 of 10 on third downs today. There's the snap to Parker, back to pass, looking right side, throws it in the end zone for O'Neal. Isaiah caught it at the 1, and he's in. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. A walk-off here at Noakes Lassiter Field. Woo! And Cumberland survives for back-to-back weeks here in Lebanon.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
With their backs against the wall, leading by 3 scores at one point in today's game, the Cumberland Phoenix win it in OT. Your final score, 40-37. Wow, wow, wow. 1st and 10 at the Lindsey Wilson 25. Tight end lined up left side. Parker in the shotgun. Snap, pump, look downfield. Has Rogers all alone. Jarius backpedals at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. Lindsey Wilson looking at the sideline saying, what happened? Why was he so open? But he does it again. Rogers for the 11th time in his career, and Cumberland leads 9th-ranked Lindsey Wilson. Phoenix will bring in 5 wide receivers. O'Neal, Stevens to the right, Hatchett, Finch, and Rogers to the left. 3rd and 9 from their own 37, trailing 35-23, 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Working into the sunshine, left to right, on 3rd and long, snap, Parker to throw, rolling left, looking downfield, has Hatchett wide open, throws down the left sideline. Kane has it at the 40, 35, 30, works back to the middle of the 25, 20, foot race to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix, a 63-yard score, and it's a one-score game here in Columbia.
That's awesome. Hey, when he was rolling to his left to buy a little bit more time, and as he was rolling to his left, it bought him time, and the corner was in no man's land. He didn't know whether to stay with the receiver or come up to make the tackle.
O'Neal will line up wide right. Rogers, Finch, and Hatchett to the left. Payne off the right hip of Jake Parker in the shotgun. On 2nd and 2, Parker fakes the pitch, runs upfield again, and for a 3rd time this half, touchdown, Jake Parker. Not 1, not 2, but 3 times for number 12. And the Cumberland Phoenix offense talked so much about how this passing game has really blossomed for this team in recent weeks. Parker says, we still run it too, and I can as well. Eli Moore, the sophomore quarterback. Pistol set. Robin Harris 2 yards behind him. On 1st and 10, snap, play action, rolling right. Moore looks downfield, sets his feet, throws deep. Man sees it, and it's picked off. Taken away, Dan Smith runs to the left to the 50, 40, blockers in front of the 30. Down the sideline, he goes to the 20, 15, to the 10, and Moore will be taken down at the 10-yard line. Great pick, great return, and the Cumberland offense set up after their 2nd pick of the day with goal to go here early in the 2nd quarter.
What a play. He went up there, caught it at his high point like you're supposed to, and he was like he was shot out of a cannon, and just as soon as he had possession of that football.
O'Neal to the right, Hatchett, Finch, and Rogers to the left. Faulkner will have a 6-man defensive front. See if they go after Parker. On 3rd and goal, they motion the back to the right. Snap, here comes pressure. They screen it right side. O'Neal letting the blocker set up 10, move to the 5, and Isaiah dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix. They screened it away from pressure. He had to make one man miss, and oh boy did he. Isaiah O'Neal, his 4th receiving touchdown of the year, and Cumberland up 26-7.
You had a defender coming in to Parker, and then as he dumps it off, he kind of had found himself in no man's land. Do I go to the quarterback? Do I go to the receiver? He went to Parker, and Parker dumps it off for the touchdown.
Phoenix with the football, 3rd and 5 from the Faulkner 8-yard line. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation, Jake Parker with the snap, rolling right, looking, pumping, throws, caught, Jarius Rogers, touchdown, Cumberland Phoenix, buying time, and it opened up right across the goal line, and a dart for number 8-2.
Just threw a rope right to him.
3rd and 9 from their own 37, trailing 41-14. Opening minute of the second half. Cumberland showing pressure. Snap. Moore under pressure. Heaves across the middle. Intercepted. Cannon Johnson, the 40. 35 and hit from behind by Liddell. Pick by Cannon Johnson. The 3rd of the day for this Cumberland Phoenix defense. The 2nd of the season for number 8. And Cumberland, nice start to the second half, Bob Lee.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for any more for your defense right there. Not only getting them stopped on a 3 and out, but getting the interception.